Today, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that inflation jumped 7% in the 12 months ending in December. That's the steepest climb in prices since June 1982. The Federal Reserve plans multiple interest rate hikes this year to help fight inflation, and policymakers have already signaled a rate hike could come as early as March. A new law in California is requiring toy stores to create gender-neutral sections for its products. Jacob Ward has the story.
If you've been inside a big toy store, you know how it's traditionally organized. A boys' aisle, a girls' aisle, right? The new California law gives retailers with more than 500 employees 2 years to add a gender-neutral section or face big fines. This might seem like a silly piece of typical California politics, but the truth is that big box toy stores across the country have been moving in this direction. Both Walmart and Target have done away with gendered toy sections. And experts say that's good because gendered toys shape how children see themselves and each other.
We learn teaching them to be separated, to be competitive, to be inhabiting very different worlds.
Companies looking to maximize sales tend to focus on traditionally boy toys. Media studies professor Daphne Lemish says the industry assumes girls will play with boy toys and watch boy programs, but not vice versa, a destructive market force.
Girls mature and stop playing with toys and games much earlier. So it's more, again, economical to produce more action-oriented boys' toys that are supporting the programs.
In children's television, the toy-making potential can even determine what a show is about.
Broadcasters look at the children's block on television as a 30-minute commercial for a commercial product that they want to sell.
And because toys have usually been gendered, TV producers who make gender-neutral characters might miss out on that money.
Because of profit motives that exist, corporations and media companies are not going to put that stuff out there on their own.
Bias experts say it's been a terrible cycle. TV producers generally had to feed into stereotypes in order to get toys onto store shelves, and stores with gendered toy sections didn't know where to put toys that weren't explicitly and stereotypically masculine or feminine. The bill's opponents call it government overreach, but the bill's co-author says it's part of a state effort to fight bias in society.
In the state of California, we recognize the disparities. That's why we've passed gender pay equity legislation. That's why we've also passed legislation to require women and minorities on corporate boards. This piece of legislation with gender neutral retail continues in that spirit.
Jake Ward, NBC News, San Francisco.
Advocates say now the question is whether the reshaping of the toy aisles can inspire toy makers and broadcasters to change as well. If you made a New Year's